Hi, this is Wanna Be an Author, and I'm back with another video. I know it's been a while since I last uploaded one, but I decided maybe I should get into some art, or maybe do it a bit more. Anyway, what I'm coloring in is my Linctavia Chibi wedding something or other. I was a big shipper of them on the show The 100, which is now dead to me. If you don't know why, or if you haven't heard, it was because, two things, multiple things actually, but one of the main things was that it was a really problematic show. Like, I remember so many people are like, oh, it's so great because, it's so feminist and so diverse and, great representation, people of color, queer people, and disabled character. And so I started watching it and I'm like, okay, this is very diverse, but the show is really racist. So then a lot of people were denying that it was racist, and it was just like this whole fandom crazy thing. And people who were denying it was racist all of a sudden changed their tune when, oh man, Lexa died. Oh, that made me sad because I'm like, oh yay, another lesbian character killed off. That's a great representation for me. And then 2 weeks later, or was it 2 or 3 weeks later? Oopsies. Hold on. 2 or 3 weeks later, Lincoln was killed off in a really brutal, triggering Black Lives Matter type of way. Like, I'm not going to explain what happened. You can look it up for yourself. But if you're triggered by that kind of thing, like, yeah, it was really bad. And, like, oh goodness, I remember it was like really depressing, and I have depression, so I had a like humongous depressive episode because I'm like, oh, Black people on TV are killed and queer characters are killed on TV, so I have like no representation left. And it really sucked, and it really hurt for a long time. Still trying to get over it, and you guys are probably like, oh, it's just a TV show, it doesn't matter. And it's like, yeah, it mattered to me because you get to see these fleshed out characters and you have something in common with them, and then they're killed off in the most triggering way possible, like a lesbian character killed by a stray bullet by a father figure, and a Black man shot in the head. And I haven't watched the scene, but apparently they showed the bullet going through his head in slow motion. I really shouldn't have said that, but I know it might trigger a lot of people. But it was really awful for me to hear about stuff like that, because it's just like this domino effect too, where so many TV shows were doing it. And so anyway, I'm getting off track. Lincoln was one of my favorite characters. So was Lexa. I'm a Clexa and Linctavia shipper. However, Linctavia came first because I remember I started watching the show The 100 last year, and this cute little couple that started off so dysfunctional, I absolutely loved them, and I somehow connected with their experience and relationship, and it was just such a beautiful thing to watch and see unfold, and to have it end in this really brutal, awful way was horrible. And especially since it helped me so much with my depression last year, because it gave me like this little, like, they were treated like Lincoln was tortured every single season, like twice in season 2. And it was just like, they've overcome so much, and he's determined not to let his experiences change him for the worse. And even though he was turned into a monster, he still feels guilty for everything he did. And so it's just like this kind of hope that maybe they would have a happy ending, and then it's like something helps you through your depression, and then it's just like so brutally taken away from you, and it's like, oh, that sucked. It really did suck. But besides the point, this is my own kind of happy ending for them, because they deserved a happy ending. And I'm not saying I'm that great of an artist, but I can be I'm pretty good when I really am determined to do what I want. Like, I remember I did was it Vitruvian Man? I do not remember what it's called, but the one with the naked man with the several arms and different perspectives. I actually drew that for an art class years ago when I was in undergrad, and I also drew like a little self-portrait of myself. And maybe if I can find those pictures, I'll insert them in the video. But I actually, yeah, did those and they came out pretty good. It's just I can't concentrate on things for too long sometimes. It depends. I'd have to hyper focus to really get into art like that. And so this was kind of a happy medium because I know how I work, and when it comes to art, I'll get really obsessed over something and I'll be determined to get it done, or I'll think about how much effort I'll have to put into something, and then it'll just discourage me from even trying. So this is kind of a happy medium because Chibis are really easy, and you don't have to put in as much detail like with the clothing and the hands and the feet and everything. It's just a lot easier to do. So this is my contribution to the Linctavia fan art. Yes, it's just them being super happy. And let's see here, I used so many different Copic colors in this piece. Like, oh my goodness, it was hectic and crazy, but I really liked how it came out. And sadly, after tomorrow, I will no longer have it in my possession, and I will not post this video until the person who receives it gets it, because I'm going to be posting this on Tumblr so she can just hear me ramble off about my favorite characters. She ships Linctavia too, and she's a really good friend of mine that I met last year through this show, because she was one of like 2 active fanfic authors for it. So I ended up joining our little Linctavia fanfic writers, and she like messaged me, and I was like, oh my gosh, the cool girl is messaging me. What do I do? And yeah, that was pretty my reaction. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like I can't say anything too weird or she'll think I'm weird. And then she turned out to be awesome and amazing, beautiful, kind, loving, just precious gem. And so I'm sad that I didn't get to mail this off to her, like so she could get it on her birthday, but I'm a horrible procrastinator, and I got it done tonight. It's Friday the 15th on her birthday, so I bought all her mailing supplies, and I actually got her another gift and a birthday card. So she will be receiving this sometime next week. So wait, let's see here, what do I call her on here, because I don't want to say her actual name. Electric Blue Butterflies, this video and this picture is for you, and I will not be making this public on YouTube until I know you've gotten it in the mail. So happy birthday, my love, and I hope it's a wonderful, wonderful birthday, and I will see you next time. Bye.